Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my TBR for this month's little magical readathon. If you're not familiar with the magical readathon, I will leave G's video down below detailing all about this and if you want to be involved. But this little gear up round is taking place from March 14th to the 20th. By gear up, I mean like we're getting gear for our characters because we've basically been like building these characters and now we need some gear before we actually start the like official magical readathon, which she's not sure when this is going to happen quite yet because usually this is a month-long readathon. And this video is being sponsored by Book of the Month. Book of the Month is a super popular online book service for readers. Each month they curate 5 to 7 picks for you to choose from, so you can spend more time reading and less time researching. Their mission is to introduce readers to new and emerging authors and help you find books that you love. Book of the Month is a risk-free service. You can skip any month and not be charged. Plus, all of their books are hardcover books and they have the best price for new hardcover books. You can get your first book for $9.99 with the code PICKMEUP. What I like about Book of the Month is that curated service. They introduce me to titles that I usually haven't heard about otherwise. My pick this month is The Unsinkable Greta James by Jennifer E. Smith, and this follows an indie musician whose mother has recently passed away and her mother was always her biggest fan, and so she is reeling from that and it's potentially jeopardizing her music career, and she ends up taking the Alaskan cruise with her father that him and her mother were supposed to take as like an anniversary present, and we follow her journey of grief. There's a little bit of like a love interest, probably mending bonds with her father, things like that. I love a grief story, especially if there's like a little bit of like a romance mixed in, so this sounds right up my alley. If you're interested in trying Book of the Month out for yourself, go ahead and check out the website down below with the code PICKMEUP. So there are some prompts based on the character that you created, which I have one character prompt left still because if you create a character, like you read certain prompts for like what kind of race they were and what kind of like what area they came from and things like that. So I have one more left for that I'm gonna read during this time, and then there's 2 things that I needed for gearing up because you also choose sort of what guild you are a part of based on some of the choices that you made in this like choose your own adventure that she created, which I think was kind of cool. The amount of effort she puts into this, amazing. A lot. I could never. But yeah, based on my choices in that little like choose your own adventure, I'm from the House of the Arcane, which makes sense because I basically chose like this, the race that is almost like the vegetarian vampires, which like are almost like vampires slash dark elves almost. So it makes sense for like the character I was kind of going for. But yeah, I have some stuff to finish up as far as the character creation. So I have 3 books I'm gonna try to read during that week. A little bit ambitious, but 2 are physical copies and 1's an audiobook, so it's maybe possible. So the last character creation prompt that I have to finish up was for my character being from Dark Meadow, which I believe was like where most of these, that the race of this character was like from, and where there's like this like magical like library thing and they're very like academic. Prompt for that was to read a dark academia book. Now originally I was going to read The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik, but I want to reread the first book before I get into the second one, I think. And so I was kind of going back and forth like what's another dark academia book that I want to read, and I'm thinking I'm gonna choose The Bronze Beasts for this. This is like not quite just dark academia, but like the themes of this series I would say are dark academia. Like there's sort of like magical societies and magical artifacts, and like it feels very dark academia mixed with like heist plots and things. And I don't think people give this enough credit for being sort of like dark academia-esque. So I'm gonna read this. I do plan on sometime this month rereading Silvered Serpents as well before I get into this one, which is the 3rd book. So yeah, I have a lot of like reading plans this month again. I'm being very ambitious lately, but I'm thinking this will be a good match. If not, maybe I'll choose Silvered Serpents for that if I don't get to this one in time, but this is the plan because I want to finish up this series. I've been wanting to read this book since January. Other plans have conflicted with it. Then for my guild, again, like the House of the Arcane, you choose a conduit and then like a legacy item. So the conduit I chose was a crystal. Makes sense. And the prompt for that is to read a book with crystal in the title, which happens to work out because I plan on reading Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is our House Salt book club pick for the month, so we'll be doing a live show at the end of the month talking about this. But Jade is a crystal and it's in the title. So I'm gonna be reading this. This is the first book in an adult fantasy trilogy. It's sort of like, it feels almost like an urban fantasy-ish setting, but the whole thing is that Jade has magical properties and people use that to like have magical abilities and stuff, and it follows like a mafia-esque like family and the characters and things that are like sort of involved in the city. I don't know a ton about it, and I plan on going in fairly blind. I've only really heard good things about it, and like the characters are great and all the stuff is really good. I don't really want to know more. I just want to go in with knowing that. So excited about this for book club and then reading it for this. And then the last book for the legacy item. For the House of the Arcane, there's legacy items that are basically like artifacts that stay magically imbued instead of like one-use items. And I chose the Monocle of Vigilance, which I think like allows you to like see the truth of things, or I forget, whatever. But the prompt for this was read a thriller or a mystery. Now I don't read just like straight up contemporary thrillers or mysteries, but urban fantasy, which I've been loving a ton recently, has that like thriller mystery element in it. So I'm gonna be continuing with the Anita Blake series because I've been listening to those on audio, so I figured perfect for this. If I need to read 3 books, I will probably have a hard time doing that in a week, but 2 physical and 1 audio I can probably manage. So I'll be reading Blue Moon, which is the 5th book in the Anita Blake series by Laurel K. Hamilton. So we'll listen to that on audio. Very excited about that. I'm pretty sure this book involves a fae. But that is my TBR for this little shorter Magical Readathon Gear Up edition. Comment below, let me know if you'll be participating in the Magical Readathon. Also, let me know if you want me to do a reading vlog. I don't know if you want me to do that for like a week. I mean, I guess Shiftathon was also a week and you guys wanted to do a reading vlog, but let me know if you want to see a reading vlog for Magical Readathon. So thank you all for watching and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.